Greetings, fellow fans. In today's video, I'm bringing you a wave of updates, so don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Welcome to the report. I'm here to share some key insights surrounding the 2025 NFL Draft, with a special focus on how these developments might impact team strategies heading into the big event. Today, we've seen a significant amount of new information released, and I want to break down the most relevant points. To begin, we're just 368 subscribers away from hitting the 212,500 milestone. Remember, we'll also be providing live coverage of the NFL Draft, so stay tuned for that. Let's dive right in. Initial projections are still settling, but we're starting to get a clearer picture. The consensus currently points to Cam Ward being the #1 overall pick by Tennessee, a move that seems all but confirmed unless a last-minute trade shakes things up. Next up, Travis Hunter and Abdul Carter are widely expected to be among the top 4 picks. Reports suggest Hunter could go second overall, while Carter's exact position remains uncertain. There are also rumors connecting Shatter Sanders to the New York team, which has been conducting thorough evaluations on him since last year. Although he's not the current favorite to go third overall, uncertainty surrounds where he might land. If Sanders is picked at number 3, it's likely Carter will go 4th. If not, Carter could take that 3rd spot instead. Jacksonville, however, may emerge as a surprise player in this draft scenario. Many analysts, myself included, have projected Mason Graham to Jacksonville. He remains a popular pick in mock drafts, and the Jaguars are widely viewed as a wild card team. The Jaguars really could be the surprise team here. Multiple analysts, including myself, have predicted Mason Graham as a fit for them. He's still one of the top options, especially if that's something you value in your analysis. Jacksonville has been labeled a wild card by several experts, and names like Mason Graham are gaining steam. Since it's draft week, it's wise to proceed with caution. Uncertainty reigns. Ashton Gentry has also been mentioned in reports that suggest the Jaguars could look to trade up, possibly to leapfrog teams like Chicago and Dallas. Personally, I have doubts about that scenario. If they do target Gentry, they may need to jump Las Vegas. Teteroa McMillan has also been floated as a potential pick for the talented receiver. Jacksonville's selection could spark a major domino effect. Where will Mason Graham end up? If the Raiders pass on Gentry, could they pivot to Armanu? What's the Jets' plan? If the Jaguars go with T-Mac, it might create ripple effects. I'm not sure if any other team would be in position to grab him. There's a general feeling that Jacksonville poses a threat in this draft, though the Raiders appear to be locked in on Gentry and Membu. Jalen Walker could even be a surprise pick for Vegas. The Georgia duo, Walker and Mikael Williams, might be in the mix for teams like Carolina and New Orleans, both of which have shown interest in linemen and defensive players. That could directly impact Dallas, who ideally wants to select a receiver with the 12th pick. So, is Teteroa McMillan still on the board at 12? Don't forget, this is an offense now led by Liam Cohen, who values wide receivers and is pushing toward a pass-heavy identity. Is T-Mac still there at 12? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Now, let's circle back to Shatter Sanders and the uncertainty surrounding his draft stock. This continues to be one of the most intriguing mysteries leading up to round 1. It's unclear not only which team will pick him, but when he'll be selected. Both New York and Cleveland have evaluated him, and there's a real possibility that one of them could look to trade into the late 1st round. It's always fascinating to see the mysteries that unfold as we approach the 1st round of the draft. Not only is there uncertainty about who will be selected, but also when they'll be taken. Some teams have opted not to pursue Sanders, but they could trade back into the end of the 1st round to secure him. The team currently sitting at pick number 2 is unlikely to go for him. Another team has shown interest, but it's still unclear if they'll take him at 3, 34, or if they'll trade up. One team reportedly favors a different player entirely, which adds another layer to this puzzle. There's speculation that one particular city represents the lowest point on Sanders' draft range. Reports indicate that his interview with one team may not have gone well. His future remains a mystery. Another team may actually be hoping Sanders goes within the top 12, just so a higher-rated player drops to them. That team isn't targeting Sanders themselves, so we can rule them out. but his landing spot is still a major unknown. Additionally, many teams have expressed interest in trading down. About a quarter of the league is reportedly exploring trade options. One team has asked about trading up, potentially targeting a running back. They're trying to get clarity on what the cost would be. I'm not entirely convinced this team will move up, but other franchises are in a similar bind with limited options. One of them might aim for a lineman if they can't trade down. Others, despite not having a second-round pick, might still pursue a specific player. One team, in particular, stands out as the most likely to trade down. They have multiple picks and a GM who loves draft capital. Last year, they traded up, but this time I expect them to try to move back, even if the deal isn't ideal. The question remains, who's willing to move up? As mentioned, this may not be a favorable draft for sellers. I don't see many teams eager to trade up. This discussion is brought to you in part by a platform that allows you to turn your sports knowledge into real money. With millions of users, this daily fantasy platform is accessible to everyone. Simply choose more or less on at least 2 players to multiply your money by up to 2,000x. You can manage your lineup all season long, and right now is the perfect time to enjoy the basketball playoffs. This is your final chance to add your favorite hoopers to your fantasy lineup, targeting points, rebounds, or assists. Several linemen have been discussed, not necessarily because of Ryan Ramch's situation, whose career may be nearing its end, but because their overall trench performance has been underwhelming. This is a clear position of need. Jalen Walker and Mikael Williams have also been floated as potential first-rounders, possibly even swapped in value. It would not be a surprise to see one of them taken early. There's a strong connection between one team and a player projected for pick 10. That team wants to add this player to its offensive core, a top 3 talent in this class. While this is speculative, it's highly plausible. If that's the hope, though, chances may have dwindled. The draft board is evolving, and medical red flags around other prospects could prevent that player from sliding past pick 10. So, if there's a plan to trade up, it may no longer be realistic. Who do you want your team to draft in round 1? Drop your opinions in the comments. Additional draft projections have this player locked for the top 10, likely going top 7 to a team that needs him. There are also connections between another player and a team picking at 13. Yet another team could jump in earlier than expected. One prospect has a projected range in the 20s, showing just how varied this draft could be. There's also buzz about a linebacker from a top program who might sneak in round 1, depending on how another player is classified, edge or linebacker. Beyond a few prospects, linebacker depth drops off significantly. This class is lacking elite-level off-ball linebackers, which presents a real challenge. How do you find a right player for that role in this class? The talent pool just isn't deep. On my board, I have one elite off-ball linebacker. It's going to be tough for teams. I've ranked another player as a first or second rounder, 33rd overall, and then there's a big drop to my next linebacker at 8th overall. After that, I only see fringe top 100 guys. This gap could elevate someone else unexpectedly. As for trades, several names could be moved during or just after the draft. Some veterans don't fit team plans anymore. One quarterback might be available. A couple of tight ends are nearing contract ends. 2 corners often mentioned are likely out of reach. I'm eager to see what happens with one corner in particular. But before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on the Dallas Cowboys. Feel free to share your thoughts on the news in the comments as well. Quarterback Dak Prescott sent shockwaves through the Dallas Cowboys organization and its fan base this week with a bold and emotional declaration. In a candid moment with reporters, Prescott made it clear that if wide receiver CeeDee Lamb were to leave the team, he would follow suit. The statement, which came amid swirling contract rumors and uncertainty surrounding Lamb's long-term future in Dallas, immediately ignited speculation and concern about the stability of the Cowboys' offensive core. Prescott's comment wasn't just about one player. It was a public testament to the deep bond and on-field chemistry he shares with Lamb, who has grown into one of the NFL's most electric playmakers. Since being drafted in 2020, Lamb has become Prescott's go-to target, racking up Pro Bowl honors and emerging as one of the league's most reliable and explosive receivers. Together, they've carried the Cowboys' offense and forged a partnership that has often been the difference between victory and defeat. The quarterback's loyalty highlights not only Lamb's importance to the team, but also raises serious questions about the Cowboys' long-term plans. With Lamb eligible for a contract extension and rumored to be seeking a deal that would place him among the league's highest-paid receivers, the pressure is mounting on Dallas front office. Failing to secure Lamb's services could now have a domino effect, potentially losing their franchise quarterback as well. Prescott's words resonate beyond the locker room. They send a message to ownership and fans alike. If the Cowboys are serious about contending for a championship, they must prioritize keeping their offensive stars happy and in Dallas. The clock is ticking, and with each passing day without a deal, the stakes continue to rise. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the Dallas Cowboys, please subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. We always look forward to your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.